my channel. So today's video is 20 different uses for coconut oil, uses that I kind of use it in day to day. I'm just gonna get straight into it, and the first two are I'm just going to talk about because they're just the easiest. Well, the first thing I have is I always try to use 100% organic coconut oil, just because I find if it's organic, it's the best to use, and you can use it for cooking as well. The more organic it is, I find it better to ingest. Like if you're just gonna put it on your hair or something as a treatment, but then okay, but if I'm gonna be putting it actually inside my body through cooking, that's something I'd be wary of. But the first thing, number one, is of course cooking. So I normally just get like a tablespoon or a teaspoon and pop it into the pan for cooking. I find it gives off a really nice flavor. It doesn't really smell like coconut oil. Sometimes you can kind of smell it in the air, but you can't taste the difference at all. And it's also the fats in coconut oil are a lot better for you. They've got a lot more acidy fats that are better for your inside rather than just using plain olive oil. Of course, it won't work well with certain things, like plain or coconut oil wouldn't work for making like skin potatoes, frying chips or something in the oven. So there are certain things I wouldn't use it for just because it doesn't work very well. But in general, if I'm just making a bit of bacon or frying a bit of chicken, I'd use coconut oil over olive oil because it's healthier for you. And the second thing I use it for is I just fill up some in a jug. This is too much because I'm actually going to be videoing doing some other stuff right now, but you can just fill some up in a jug, pop it in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes depending how much you use, and you can apply it on your scalp, mid-length and ends of your hair. Add some moisture back in. If you suffer with oily scalp, then I wouldn't say put it on your scalp too much. I would say just on the mid-length and ends, because if you have oily scalp, you don't need to add more scalp in. You probably just need a clarifying shampoo or to change your hair routine. But if you want another video on that, I can also do that. Just let me know in the comments below. So that's just a really simple one, and I say leave it on for 15-20 minutes minimum, and you can leave it on overnight and then just give your hair a really good wash. And with that as well, coconut is really thick and condensed for your skin and your hair. So if you are going to use it on your hair, just use it that thick with just coconut oil, maybe 3-4 times a year. I wouldn't say just coconut oil that often. You can water it down with a little bit of water. That works a bit better. So yeah, that's the first 2 uses of coconut oil and what I use them for. And that's something that I use quite regularly. I will go through a jar quite regular, but price wise as well, it says 500 mils, and that's probably the same as what's in some bottles of coconut oil or olive oil. So it probably does work out a little bit more expensive, but because you can use it for all different reasons, you're really getting your money's worth out of it. So yeah, I'm going to go into 18 more reasons why I use coconut oil, but then first 2 because I actually only washed my hair last night and I don't want to wash it again for this video. So if I do, I'll insert a video, but there are the first 2 reasons I use coconut oil. And yeah, continue watching to see some more. And also I hope this video quality is okay in this video. I just have to film on my phone because there's a problem with my camera and I just want to get this done, but I'm using some natural lights and a mini ring light. So yeah, let me know about that if the quality is okay for the video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So 18 more reasons coming. So as I've started to film and prepare things, I realized 2 of my ideas I've actually done previously on videos. So I either did them on YouTube or Instagram. So I think the YouTube video I have for highlighter and coconut oil, I actually only uploaded recently, but I filmed it months ago. So what I did was, it was with some old highlighter powder that broke in, mixed with some coconut oil, and as you can see, it's obviously hardened over time. How I reheat it is just dipping it in some hot water like this, and just letting it melt, and then once it's melted, you can use it all over your body. So it's becoming a lot more squidgy and you can hear it shake. And then the other one was a lip Tinted Moisturiser made out of coconut oil. So I'm going to insert them 2 videos next, so that's 3 and 4. Just so I'm not redoing them, because I did use most of the highlighter I could in this. And then for the lip tint, I have this ages. And it lasts ages as well. It lasts so long. So yeah, I'm going to insert them 2 videos now. So enjoy, and yeah, I'll get on to number. My dog knocked this off the bed. That's what happened to this one. It all smashed, if you can see. So I know there's different ways of pressing it and everything. But I decided that I wanted to do a little something different with it. So I got these little dispenser bottles that kind of drip out of the corner at the tip. And I can't remember the name of the shop, but I got them anyway. And what I did was I put a little bit of coconut oil in. So it's in there melted and ready. And what I'm going to do is shake in a bit of powder of the highlighter. So this is the Via Bella Golden Gloss palette. I'm going to mix a little bit of each of that into this little container. You see, just pop a little bit in. So then once it's in the little container, you can just give it a good shake. You can do this in all different kind of containers. I just have this one handy right beside me. So give it a good shake. And you can see how it's glistening. I'm just popping it in with a little spoon. And it can be messy, so be careful. You just kind of keep mixing, adding more, add a little at a time, just till you get the right colour. I think I've got the right consistency, the right colour that I want. So we just need to keep shaking it. Shake, 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 shake. Hold on. This isn't this isn't something you can wear in the sun because it's coconut oil, so it's great for a night out or something. So what I'm going to do is just pour on my shoulder. Down the camera. See? See the way it just hits the light? So it's more for like a night time or something, because if you put oil on and then go out into the sun, you will burn your skin. So this is like for an evening, and it's a bit hydrating for your skin as well.
These skies have a different light, why noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time home with you, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace, this time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed.
Number 5 is a body scrub. So what I use is some coffee granules. I either use them after I make coffee out of my percolator, or else from a coffee machine. So you can ask in any coffee shop, or if you know someone that has a bit of a bigger, I just realized how fucking messy I look today. But it's kind of just after Christmas and still some washing and stuff to do, so don't judge me for what I'm wearing. But yeah, and I also don't have makeup on. I'm going to put on a little bit so I can show you for some more of the tricks. But yeah, so you can just get these coffee granules. Or else essentially you can just buy them. You can just buy these as long as they say they go in a coffee machine. I think I got this in Aldi's or Lidl's. I got this in Lidl's, and you could just use this and pour water over it just to strain out some of the coffee, and it opens up so it can infuse the smell. But you can also just take it straight from the tub, and it's really cheap to get as well. So I kind of just fill this up with some coffee, and all I'm going to do is just add in a little drop of coconut oil. Now it should almost turn to like a wee little paste And the best way to describe how it should look is kind of like wet soil. And I'm just going to show you. I'm going to move to the bathroom. Oh, a coffee scrub is really good as well for your circulation. It's good to get rid of cellulite. It can help improve skin's elasticity. So if you suffer with some stretch marks or anything, it can help with that as well, and also remove kind of stubborn tan as well. So you can see my tan is a little bit stubborn. I'm not going to do a proper exfoliation now, but I'm just going to show you what it should kind of be like, just in a circular motion. And I always do this in either the bath or the shower, just because it is quite messy. It is very messy to work with, but yeah, it just leaves, and you can see it's kind of red after scrubbing, which is okay. It's normal. You're bound to be red after using a scrub. Yeah, that's the first one, and that's a body scrub that I would use maybe once a week. And if you're doing it in the bath or the shower, that's why you don't need to water down the coconut oil, because it's going to be watered down in the shower anyway. And yeah, so we're going to move on to number 6. So then the next one I'm going to do is a lip scrub. So it's 1 tablespoon of honey and 1 tablespoon of coffee and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and just mix it together. So if you don't have coffee, sugar is another good exfoliator. But look, you can just feel the little balls on your lips. Then you can just feel your lips are really soft and smooth afterwards, ready to go. And also, I only ever make like 1 teaspoon of each, just because you don't need a lot for your lips. But you can also keep this in the fridge and it would last. You could last up to a week of this. So especially if you're going through really dry lips, try and do it daily for just a week and just get the lips really smooth again. Release, get rid of all the dryness. But you can already see the coconut oil is starting to dry in, so I just cover that with some cling film, and then it's ready to go for the next time I want to use it. Okay, so we're up to 7 or 8 now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to I have some coconut oil just in this little lid here, and I have some tooth powder. And I get the green one. You can get a plain one. I prefer the green one because it has a little bit of mint in it. So if I just get a little bit up and a spoon in, and you can kind of create a little paste. Coconut oil doesn't taste great because it just tastes like having oil in your mouth, but it really whitens up your teeth. Not 100% sure why. Maybe I'll look that up before I post this, but this is just a trick I've had for a long time, and it's not something that I would use on my teeth regularly to whiten them. I just normally use this paste on its own along with a new skin toothpaste. But if I'm going somewhere and I really need that extra boost, I prefer to use this over baking soda as another option, but that actually tastes horrific. What I like to keep beside me while I'm doing this is just a little sip of mouthwash, because if it kind of tastes gross in the moment, I do that. So this is just my teeth. As you can see before, it's quite yellow looking at the moment, except for this tooth. It's just a little bit more bent in. I think I might have a coffee grain in it, but you can see not quite white. So I'm going to go in. The coconut oil has already started to harden, and of coconut oil, measurement wise, 1 part to 1 part, I guess. And as you can see, it's whitened up my teeth quite a lot compared to earlier. Of course, my teeth aren't naturally that yellow or anything, but yeah, so that's a handy little paste to know to make. And normally there are 2 ingredients that you would have at home to number 8, I think. And I'm going to show you one for bad breath. So stay tuned for the next one. So then number 8, I have put some coconut oil in here. Too much, so you just need a little smidge of coconut oil. Add in some mouthwash, preferably a fresh breath one. So as you can see, it's already melting and separating. I'm not actually going to use this because I don't suffer with bad breath, and I don't actually like the taste of it. It turns my stomach even thinking about taking this. But that is one thing you could use, like a fresh breath one. This is just an antibacterial mouthwash, so that's one for someone who has some bad breath. It's a good one to try out at home. Just gargle it in your mouth for 30 seconds to a minute. It'll give you fresh breath and whiten up your teeth for you as well, because you're going to be gargling it all around. And yeah, so best of luck when you try that, because it doesn't taste very nice, but it does work if you have bad breath. So we're up to number 9, and I started videoing before I was ready, start talking. So I mixed in 1 part coconut oil, so like a tablespoon of coconut oil, and then maybe like a teaspoon of fairy washing up liquid, or any dishwasher soap will do. I just always have fairy at home, and I just put it in a cup and I mix the two of them together, and it builds up a nice lather. I wet your brush in the sink and keep building it up together, and you see it's getting more and more soapy. But the reason why the coconut oil is good is because it breaks down. So if you don't like coconut oil, I've done this before with olive oil as well. But since I'm just using all the uses for coconut oil, this is another one you can use it for. Then what I like to do is swirl it around my hand like that, and it really just lifts it all up, and you'll see the brush will come back to being white. Although because I wasn't filming, you didn't really see it at the beginning. And it does leave your brushes feeling quite soft as well, and it really just breaks down foundation. But for foundation brushes, maybe not necessarily eyeshadow brushes, because just an ordinary bit of soap will work for that. But foundation brushes, you can just see how white it's come up, and always leave your brushes lying flat on the side. If you leave them like this, the water will get down and break them. So always leave your brushes on the side to dry. Yeah, so that's number 9. Yeah, so let's move on to number 10. If you're going to use coconut oil as a body moisturizer or for your face, you need to water it down. I think I said this in another part of the video as well. If you use pure coconut oil on your skin every day, it is too thick. It will clog up the pores in your skin, on your body, on your face, everywhere, even on your scalp. So that's why you should water it down. So if you get a little container and do half water and half coconut oil, so I have it here in a jug, melted, and you can see it's separated, and then you can just shake it whenever you want to use it. And the same as the body shimmer, I had the same as the body shimmer I've had in this video. Coconut oil will harden over time, so when this starts to harden, just dip this in a cup of some warm water, not too hot because the plastic will melt, of course. And then you can just apply it all over. It is quite watery when you use it, but it has that thickness as well. It's not as thin as water, but not as thick as just pure coconut oil. And yeah, this is something then you can use every day on your skin without worrying. Coconut oil can act as a natural light UV ray protector, but you can't lather your skin in coconut oil before you go out in the sun, because what will happen, you will fry the coconut oil. So because it acts as a natural barrier before you go on holidays, what I would do the night before is I lather my whole face and body in coconut oil, and it acts as that little bit of a barrier towards the UV rays, and it's just soaked into your skin, but it's not oil on your skin. But then it is good for sunburns as well, so it's really good for all that. So I'll use that as tip number 11. So it's a natural UV protector, but just be careful using it not to just bake yourself. So the same as the body shimmer as well, you take that on holidays, you can use it in the evening for your shimmer your body, and it's also got the nourishment of the coconut oil to hydrate your skin. If you use aloe vera gel, add in a little bit of coconut oil as well, because it's going to add in that extra bit of moisture into your skin. And these are all little things that will help prevent you as you get older to looking older and getting wrinkly skin. It's all about prevention. Prevention is a lot better than cure. So yeah, just mixing the two of them together. And plus, coconut oil leaves you with a really nice shine on your skin, and on your hair and everything. So yeah, don't knock it before you try it. Give it a try. Number 11 I'm going to give you is what you can use this for, the watered down coconut oil as well. If you just want to give yourself that extra bit of a booster, you can use this massage oil. So if you're going to massage yourself, if you have sore legs, if you're going to massage your other half or one of your family members, you can also add in a little bit of essence oil. So, you know, if you have a sore chest, you can use it to rub on and add in some eucalyptus, and it will help to massage and help with the feeling of a tight chest. If you have a sore back or some muscle tension, use some black pepper oil. But again, I'm not going to list off all the oils and all the benefits for them. But if you look up the meaning of what oil is good for what muscle or what problem or what tension, you know, like lavender, for example. So one that's in my hands because I'm going to use it for the next bit. But lavender is really good for relaxing and soothing you, and often people put it on their pillow and stuff. But if you suffer with migraines, either peppermint or lavender to massage into your temples is really nice, or the back of your head. But if you want to give yourself a full treatment, you can add a little bit of them essential oils in before you put it in your hair, because this is something you can mix in with anything. A lot of the times I make a big bottle of this and water and coconut oil, so that it's just ready for a few months. You know, you could use anything, even use an old mouthwash container, anything, and just make it and mix it together, and then you can rub it in your scalp and in your hair, and it helps with your migraines as well. But peppermint and lavender would be the two good ones for migraines, that I would suggest if you suffer with. You're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting a good scalp massage, and you're getting a nice hair treatment and curing an illness that you might be suffering with as well. So yeah, we'll make that number 11, and we'll go on to number 12. Then is just going to be a de-frizzer, or like a leave-in treatment you can use. So yeah, so this is an old like spray bottle I had for, it's like a bath and body work thing, a fragrance mist. So yeah, so I just filled that up again, 1 part coconut oil and 1 part water. And lavender is really good for adding some shine to your hair. So again, this is something that can be used daily because it's mixed in with a lot of water. So I add in about 20 drops of lavender oil, or you could just add in like a teaspoon if it was easier. Give it a nice shake, and then all you have to do is just spritz it on your hair. And again, because it's coconut oil, it will harden. It does work, and it does give you a nice little bit of a shine to your hair and a bit of a shimmer, and gives you nice silky smooth hair. So yeah, so that's number 12. And number 13 is a video I'm going to insert here. It's a video I've already done on YouTube about doing your homemade salon serum that involves coconut oil along with some other ingredients as well. So I'm just going to insert that here because I can't find another bottle to do right now, and I don't want to throw this out because this is some good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to insert that video in. It'll also be linked below so you can check that out, and then I'll be on for number 14. on to number 15 I think now, and it's just honey and coconut oil, so 1 part of each. So this is super hydrating, super moisturizing. Honey acts as an antiseptic and an anti-inflammatory, so if you suffer with acne or anything, that works really. And you just want to just layer it onto the skin like so, and then you just want to leave it on your skin for 15-20 minutes. It can be super sticky, so if you don't want it on your hair, make sure your hair is back. So that's number 15. I'm actually going to end the video at 15 just because I'm after doing this face mask and everything. But let me know if you want me to do a part 2 and all the reasons for all the uses. I can also do lots of reasons because coconut oil has a lot of beneficial properties for your body if you use it in certain different ways. But yeah, so let me know. Leave a comment below. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, of course. I'm just going to end this video. I'm going to have to wipe this off, and then I'm going to be in camera with like no makeup on and everything, which is fine, but I prefer to have a bit of makeup on. Keep it off because it's going to keep layering down. So yeah, let me know if you try these out. Check me on all my other social medias. Colleen Heakley is my personal one, where I just share lots of fun things about life, and then Colleen's Creations is all beauty tips and different makeup looks and hair tips I do. Yeah, thank you so much for clicking into this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you do use any of these for a long period of time, let me know how they get on. I've been personally using all these for a long time and I love them all. So yeah, so let me know what you think. I upload a new video on my YouTube channel every Tuesday and every Friday. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and check them out, turn on the bells, and yeah, check me on all our social medias. Thank you so much, and see you soon.